Srimad Bhagavatam class, and we are continuing with Canto 9, Chapter 6, text 20 onwards, right? Let me know if I am correct. So, in the previous section of the Chapter 6, which is from 12 to 19, so we were discussing about the dynasty of Ikshvaku and basically Sun dynasty, Vivasvat Manu's children and all. So we discussed yesterday that how Puranjaya, he got different name. Okay, so that was we were discussing, and now from 20 to 25 dynasty of Vivasvat Manu, further we are discussing. So text number 20th. Okay, is that right? Okay, thank you for confirmation. Puranjayasya putro abhud anenas sutah prithu Vishwagandhistataschandro yuvana swastu tat sutah. Puranjayasya, of Puranjaya, putraha, son, abhut was born, anena, by the name Anena, tat sutah, his son Prithu, of the name Prithu, Vishwagandhi, of the name Vishwagandhi, tataha, his son Chandra, by the name Chandra, Yuvnaswaha, of the name Yuvnaswa, to indeed tat sutah, his son. The son of Puranjaya was known as Anena. Anena's son was Prithu, and Prithu's son was Vishwagandhi. Vishwagandhi's son was Chandra, and Chandra's son was Yuvnaswa. Further dynasty. Okay. So many names are there. 21st. Shravastas tat suto yena Shravasti nirmame puri Brihadaswastu Shravastis tataha Kubalayaswa kaha. Sravastaha, by the name Sravasta, Tatsutaha, the name of Yuvnaswa, the son of Yuvnaswa, Yena, by whom Sravasti, of the name Sravasti, Nirmame, was constructed, Puri, the great township, Brihadaswa, too, however, Sravasti, begotten by Sravasta, Tataha, from him, Kuvalayaswakaha, of the name Kuvalayaswa. The son of Yuvnaswa was Sravasta, who constructed a township known as Sravasti Puri. The son of Sravasta was Brihadaswa, and his son was Kubalayaswa. In this way, dynasty increased. Yah priyartham utanchkasya dhundu nama surambali Sutanam ekavimsatya sahasrair ahanadbritah. Yaha, he who priya artham, for the satisfaction, Utankasya, of the great sage Utanka, Dhundu nama, of the name Dhundu, Asuram, a demon, Bali, a very powerful, Kubalayaswa, Sutanam, of sons Ekavim Shatya, by 21, Sahasrai, 1000, Ahanat, killed, Vrita, surrounded. To satisfy the sage Uttanka, the greatly powerful Kubalayaswa killed a demon named Dhundu. He did this with the assistance of his 21,000 sons. Okay. Dhundumar iti khyatas tatsutaste cha jajvaluhu Dhundor mukhagnina sarve trya eva visheshitaha Drinaswa kapilaswascha bhadraswa iti bharata Drinaswa putro haryaswa nikumbhastatsutah smritaha. Dhundumaraha, the killer of Dhundu, iti thus khyata, celebrated tatsutaha, his sons, they all of them cha, so Jajvaluhu, burned Dhundo, of Dhundu, Mukha Agnina, by the fire emanating from the mouth, Sarve, all of them, Triyaha, three, Eva, only, Avasheshitaha, remained alive, Dridaswa, Kapilaswa, Kapilaswa cha, and Birdaswa, इति thus Bharata Maharaj Parikshit Dhridasva Putra, the sons of Dhridasva, Haryashva, named Haryashva, Nikumba Tat Sutaha, his son Smrita, well known. So many names are there. Yesterday also I told that because Sukdev Goswami himself is considering these names to be discussed, so we are also discussing. Otherwise sometimes people say that only names are there, just read the summary and just go ahead. So that's also one way, but because Sukdev Goswami himself took time in saying this, all the names to Parikshit Maharaj, even though there was only 7 days, so that means whatever has been discussed in those 7 days between Sukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, that means was very much important, and Sukdev Goswami considered it to be important to be told to Parikshit Maharaj. So that's why, and then our acharyas and even Srila Prabhupada, everybody is writing, translating word to word meaning, everything for each and every name. So that's why we are also taking our time and reading everything in detail in order to purify ourselves. Okay. Translation. O Maharaj Parikshit, for this reason Kubilaswa is celebrated as Dhundumara, the killer of Dhundu. So this son, he killed this demon Dhundu, so his name became Dhundumar. All but 3 of his sons, however, were burned to ashes by the fire emanating from Dhundu's mouth. The remaining sons were Dhridasva, Kapilashva and Bhadrashva. Okay, so these 3 were remaining now. All sons were burned to ashes by the fire emanating from Dhundu's mouth. From Dhridasva came a son named Haryashva, whose son is celebrated as Nikumbha. Okay, Bahulashva Nikumbasya Krishashva Athasya Senajid Yunashva Abhavattasya So Napatyo Vanam Gataha. Bahulashva of the name Bahulashva, Nikumbasya of Nikumba, Krishashva of the name Krishashva, Atha thereafter Asya of Krishashva, Senajit Yunashva of the name Yunashva, Abud was born Tasya of Senajit, Sahi Anapatyaha without any sons, Vanam Gataha retired to the forest as a Vanaprastha. The son of Nikumba was Bahulashva, the son of Bahulashva was Krishashva, the son of Krishashva was Senajit, and the son of Senajit was Yunashva. Yunashva had no sons, and thus he retired from family life and went to the forest. 26. Okay, so that was 25. Okay. Now 26 to 30, King Yunashva mysteriously gives birth to a child. That's a new section. 7 verses. 26 to 32. This is little different story. Bharya Saten Nirvinna Rishyo Asya Kirpalavaha Ishtim Isma Vartayam Chakrur Aindrim Te Susumahitaha. Bharya Saten, with 100 wives, Nirvinna, very morose, Rishya, the sages in the forest, Asya, upon him, Kripalavaha, very merciful, Ishtim, a ritualistic ceremony, Isma, in the past, Vartayam Chakru, begin to execute, and Andrim, known as an Indra Yajna, Te, all of them Su Samahita, being very careful and attentive. Although Yunashva went into the forest with his 100 wives, all of them were morose. All of them were very morose. The sages in the forest, however, being very kind to the king, began very carefully and attentively performing an Indra Yajna so that the king might have a son, because he was not having any son. One may enter the Vanprastha order of life with his wife, but the Vanprastha order means complete retirement from household life. So in Vanprastha, wife can be there together, but no household life. And after the Vanprastha gets over, wife comes back and lives under the protection of the children, grown-up children, and husband roams as sannyasi everywhere and preaches the message of Krishna consciousness. Although King Yunashva retired from family life, he and his wives were always morose because he had no son. राजा तद यज्ञ सदनं प्रविष्टो निशितर्षितः दृष्ट्वा शयानान् विप्रांस्तान् पापौ मंत्र jalam swayam. So this mistake happened now. What? Raja the king, Yuvanasva tat yajna sadanam, the arena of sacrifice, Pravishta entered Nishi at night, Tarshita being thirsty, Drishtva seeing Shayanan lying down, Vipran, all the Brahmanistan, all of them, Papa drank mantra jalam, water sanctified by mantra Swayam personally. Being thirsty on night, so now the situation, the Yuvanasva was not having any son. He and all his wives were in the jungle. Then rishis thought of doing some yajna for him to have a son. So what happened that during that process, being thirsty one night, the king entered the arena of sacrifice. And when he saw all the Brahmanas lying down, he personally drank the sanctified water meant to be drank by his wife. So this after yajna, whatever some water they created, so the wife should drink and then there will be son. But that water was there, and this king, he was thirsty, he did not know what it is, and he drank somehow. Okay. So Yuvanasva drank the water meant for his wife. Okay. So yajnas performed by Brahmanas according to Vedic ritualistic ceremonies are so potent that the sanctifying of water by Vedic mantras can bring about the desired result. So in this instance, the Brahmanas sanctified the water so that the king's wife might drink it in the yajna, but by providence, the king himself went there at night, and being thirsty, he drank the water. Now what happened? Because the water was meant for his wife so that she will have a son, but now the water is taken by the king himself. 28. Uttitaste nishamyatha vyudakam kalasham prabho praprachu kasya karmedam pitam pumsavanam jalam. Uttita, after awakening, they all of them, Nishamya, seeing Atha, thereafter Vyudakam, empty Kalasham, the water pot, Prabhu, O King Parikshit, Paprachuhu, inquired Kasya, whose karma act idam, this Pitam drunk, Pumsavanam, which was to cause the birth of a child, Jalam, water. When the Brahmanas got up from bed and saw the water pot empty, they inquired who had done this work of drinking the water meant for begetting a child. They asked, who did this? This was for something else. Okay. Ragya pitam viditva vai Ishvara prahitene te Ishvaraya namaschakrur aho deva balam balam. So Ragya, by the king, pitam drunk, viditva, understanding this, why indeed Ishvara Prahitena, inspired by providence, they, all of them, Ishvaraya, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller, Namah Chakruhu, offered respectful obeisance, Aho, alas, Deho Balam, providential power, Balam is actual power. Okay. So in this 9th canto, actually, this kind of small stories are there, many. Okay, that's why there won't be much purports, big purports are not there, small purports, and many verses are just like for a story. So when the Brahmanas came to understand that the king, inspired by the Supreme Controller, had drunk the water, they all exclaimed, alas, the power of providence is real power. Very important. The power of providence is real power. No one can counteract the power of the Supreme. In this way they offered their respectful obeisances unto the Lord. So, the power of the Lord is most powerful. Okay. Ishwaraya namaschakrur aho deva balam balam. Okay, te viditva, when the Brahmanas came to understand Ragya Ishwar Prahitena, the king inspired by the Supreme Controller. Ishwar Prahitena means inspired by Supreme Controller. What he did? Pitam, he drank the water. Aho, And then they all exclaimed, Dev Balam Balam, the power of providence is most powerful. Ishwaraya Namah Chakru. In this way, they offered their respectful obeisances unto the Lord. 30. Tata kala upavritte kukshim nirbhadya dakshinam yunaswasya tanayas chakravarti jajanaha. Tata, thereafter kale time upavritte, being mature, Kukshim, the lower part of the abdomen, Nirvidya, piercing, Dakshinam, the right side, Yunaswasya, of King Yunaswa, Tanaya, son Chakravarti, with all good symptoms of King Jajan, generated Ha in the past. Okay. Thereafter, in due course of time, his son, with all the good symptoms of a powerful king, came forth from the lower side of King's Yunas's abdomen, Kukukchi. Okay, so this son came out. So he drank na. So anyway, the son came out from his abdomen. Okay, lower right side of King Yunas's abdomen, son was born. Kim dhasyati kumaro ayam स्तन्येरोरुयते भृशं माम धाता मान धाता वत्स मारोदिर इतीन्द्रो देशिनम अदात. Come, by whom dhasyati will be cared for the being supplied, breast milk. Kumaraha, child. I am this stanye, for drinking breast milk. Roruyate is crying, Bhrisham, so much. Man dhata, just drink me. Vatsa, my dear child. Marodi, do not cry. Iti, thus Indra, King Indra, Deshi Neem, the index finger Adat, gave him to suck. 31st sloka. This is. So the baby cried so much for breast milk that all the Brahmanas were very unhappy. Who will take care of this baby? They said. Then Indra, who was worshipped in the yajna, came and solaced the baby. Do not cry, Indra said. Then Indra put his index finger in the baby's mouth and said, you may drink me. Okay. So you are able to follow the story, right? How it is happening. Namamare pita tasya vipradeva prasadataha yunaso atha tatraiva tapsa siddhim anvagat. Not Mamara died Pita, the father Tasya of the baby Vipradeva Prasadata, because of the mercy and blessing of the Brahmanas. Yunaswa, the king Yunaswa, Atha, thereafter Tatrev, in that very place Tapsa, by executing austerity, Siddhim, perfection, Anvagat, achieved. So, because Yunas, the father of the baby, was blessed by the Brahmanas, he did not fall a victim of death. After this incident, he performed severe austerities and achieved perfection in that very spot. Okay, so this son who was born here from Yunaswa, his name was Mandhata. Okay, so from 33 to 38, this Mandhata king's glories will be discussed. He was very glorious king. Okay, because as it is said here, that because Yunaswa, the father of the baby, was blessed by the Brahmanas, he did not fail. So he was having so much blessing from the Brahmanas and all. So he was very powerful king. Who? Mandhata. Okay. So from this shloka number 33 to 38, glorious rule of Maharaja Mandhata. So that section we shall discuss tomorrow. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.